I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard.
Welcome to Dead Decks.
No, we're not.
Dead Decks.
Yeah, buddy. All right, buddy. Yeah. Go away. Get off my lawn.
That's so. I'm not even going to say it. Because then I'll get mad.
Today we're talking about terror.
The rarest mass produced card game in the world.
According to the Scribe Bible.
According to the Bible.
Yep. This actually is the way we got it.
Yep.
The way it was originally sold, I'm pretty sure.
We've technically opened this, but it doesn't really matter. We still don't know shit about it, besides what we read in the Bible.
Since I put the lid back on wrong, you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
It was that way. But, yep, so that's just a cool face card. Which probably makes you think this is going to look cooler than it is.
Yeah, the backs of the cards, it's probably one of the cooler backs I've ever seen on a card. I really like it. And it makes it look like it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
But just wait.
The creator's name and the year, I mean, that's different.
Yeah.
So, a little bit we know about this. We already said what the Scribe Bible said. We know it's really hard to find, and we have a few decks. We also know, it looks like that this dude here basically just independently produced the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, mass-produced, it's amazing that if that's true.
Yeah.
So,
and he mentioned that there were booster packs of this stuff too. So I don't know if that actually existed or not.
they're listed on there's a really old website that's still up, but no one will respond to you when you reach out to them because I tried. And I think the last copyright date was like 15 years ago. So, it's not actually functional. But he made all kinds of stuff. He wrote some stuff. He had other things he created, but they did have boosters. So by that definition, at least, it fits. So
yeah,
this is just a little introductory card, but it gives you an idea of the color scheme we're about to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Game of strategy and tactics where the horror of the future is in the monstrous cybernetic hybrids you control. And this doesn't even explain what we were reading in the Bible. But these are actually killer genetically mutated ants.
Bipedal ants.
Bipedal ants.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see what some of these look like. I'll finally do the big reveal. Mandible Warrior. So you can see now. I'll go ahead and ruin it for you. They only had one color of ink at the factory.
Yeah.
It was red. Really damn red.
Yeah. Hurts to look at after a while.
So I'm not sure that I terribly mind this, but this is the way they did rules. The really small print I sort of mind because I'm sort of old. And I don't like trying to read that. These are the rules. 18 of them if I remember correctly. Yeah, pretty convoluted. Let's look at some more nightmarish, all red. The Mandible Queen. That's just a chick.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how is she an ant in any way?
Well, they're bipedal, man. Come on.
It means people. What is called ants. All right. The Nest. That's kind of cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
So we were reading some stuff about this. We know a little about it.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool looking.
Yeah, the artwork's not bad for being monocolor,
Yeah. This looks like legitimate, decent comic book art.
Yeah.
That color.
If it had been fleshed out in color, it could look really cool. Now I don't know if anything could have saved the gameplay, but
It's a Statue of Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Is that like a dam?
Appears to be.
A broken one. So what we're reading is this plays kind of like a board game, according to the Bible. Scry says this should have really been one. There's no point for it being a collectible card game. And basically, you don't even draw cards from your deck.
No, you
just
put
have a pile of
out,
cards.
yeah.
You lay them out and you build out
basically play
layout
war
on the table.
Your highest number, biggest deck wins most things.
Yeah, again, cool looking comic book art.
Yeah.
He's got muscles on his muscles. He's cool looking too.
And there was actually a expansion of this announced, and Scry back in 2003 could never confirm whether it came out. We could probably go look on the website and find out for you. We haven't. I mean, it's this guy's website, see if it ever did. It's supposed to be called Raiders, and it's supposed to be gorillas instead of ants. Though I haven't seen anything that looks like an ant. So
Yeah. Is it an ant? I don't know. This looks like a mess.
Yeah.
That's not an ant. Is it spawn?
It looks like Spawn.
What the hell is that? Oh.
Doesn't look. It doesn't look like an ant
It's
at
that
all.
Spider-Man thing.
Yeah.
Venom?
Venom. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Not ants. Fucking alligator? With multiple arms?
Looks closer than a ant.
Maybe he's... No. Yeah, he kind of is ant-ish. Maybe. This just looks like... Yeah. Looks like comic book art.
And you know, we've done a video before talking about collectability and what defines a CCG. I don't know that this would qualify in most regards.
What are you thinking? Because of the play?
Well, we get to play. That's possible, yeah, because you don't really have card decks, or I don't know that you have really anything. There's no rarity that I could tell.
So you
have a bunch of the same cards that have the same name.
Yeah. So you're bringing your pile of cards to the game, but then you're basically choosing a token. You're picking a card whenever you want and playing it, I guess.
Yeah, and then you play war with it, basically.
Yeah.
What we can tell.
Yeah, these are actually... that's weird. It almost looks like a production thing and not a dinged thing.
Oh, a little spot on the
dot.
cards.
Yeah, they look...
Yeah.
Seems...
Uniform.
It's almost like they punched these out.
Yeah.
What the hell? Some kind of...
If you're only using one color ink, I mean, it's quite possible that was the case. That's why I was sitting there with a paper cutter and cutting these bitches.
It's a lot of numbers on these to just be war.
Yeah, the queen has some kind of... Oh, fuck. I can't remember now what all it said.
A lot of rules, too.
Yeah, your workers in play, they can use their work points to add chambers to your nest. Chamber has a work cost. Worker drone cards have to be dedicated to building all of it until their work value equals the cost.
Oh, Lord.
Your warriors wander over to the opposing nest. When an attack is declared, each player stacks up all attacking and defending warriors in the order they will attack and die. Stacks are flipped over and the attack values are added up, and stacks each take the other's damage. So that's just basically...
Yeah. That's a nice, concise way to put it. I'm not sure how they got that out of this.
Yeah.
But if that's the rules...
Another interesting point is, back in 2003, the Bible says that Terra, all 305 cards, are only worth $5. You could buy a entire starter display box for $5, or a booster display box was $5.
Damn.
So, yeah, they did not put much monetary value into this. And as far as we can tell, there is no rarity. I don't see anything that refers to a rarity in the Bible or on the cards. They have different numbers. Do the cards actually have a number on them? They do.
They do. I don't know if these were ever advertised anywhere. I don't know if they ever hit any of the CCG magazines, or they were just really obscure and unknown.
Really obscure, and there was a interview done about the time that the 2003 Scribe Bible came out, and they were asked, the rarest game, and it was pretty much a tie between this game and...
Oh, shit.
I
lost the name of it now.
Hell. Magical something.
Are you sure?
No. Monster Magic.
Yeah,
Got it. Got there. We obviously we know this game exists. They were at the time, they weren't sure that the game even existed, but we now know they figured it out too. I think it was in the 2001 when they were talking about that one, not the 2003. So we know the game exists. Monster Magic, I don't know. I've never seen it or any reference to it outside of the Scry Bible. So
we haven't. Yeah, I mean these are really hard to find. So
yeah.
There you go. So we know so far. It's so weird that I might have to actually dive into this, see if we can make something out of the rules, out of all that shit.
I'm intrigued by it. The back of it looks so cool to me. Though wouldn't call it anything to do with ants. It was more like a werewolf with its razor-ass claws.
Yeah, I don't really get that. Theme is a little weird.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like randomy comic book art. But all right, well, that's all we know so far. We may dive in. We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, how we do.
Good enough.
Yeah, buddy.